Good evening, everybody, and welcome to CBBC Career College's Aesthetics and Cosmetology Program webinar. My name's Tracy Sampson, and I am the campus director here in Sydney, and I'm going to be your host for the webinar this evening. And you heard Bonnie speaking a few minutes ago. Bonnie is one of our members at our Ottawa campus, if I'm correct, Bonnie, or am I mistaking?
I'm in the online campus. I'm actually based out of Alberta, but I work with all the teams. So yeah.
There we go. So welcome Bonnie as well. And welcome everybody else this evening. We have Paula Campbell here with us this evening as well. And Paula is going to be monitoring our question and answer or our chat room for everybody tonight. So during the presentation, if anybody has any questions that they'd like answer, just type them in the question and answer or in the chat and Paula will answer them for you. If she doesn't answer them right away, folks, that's probably because we're going to save your question for our question and answer portion of the slideshow. So the first thing we're going to do this evening, I'm just going to give you a quick little overview of what we're going to be covering throughout the night. So the first thing, we're going to meet the instructors. I'll tell you a little bit about each of the instructors that we have here at the campus, why you're a perfect fit for one of these programs, your future in the field of aesthetics or cosmetology, and it's a great field. We've been in it for a very long time. The job opportunities that we have in this career, the admissions requirements for you to get into our Sydney campus or our Halifax campus, the board examinations that you'll have to take at the end of your program. We have a bursary draw that we will talk about towards the end of the slideshow, and of course, our question and answer session. Be career ready in under a year. So right now, we're going to set up a little poll, and I think Bonnie's going to get that ready for us. So we just have a question that we'd like to poll out to all of the participants here tonight. So are you ready for a new you in 2022? So it's a multiple choice. So we'll just give a few minutes. Everybody seems to be answering pretty quickly. This is wonderful. So we have everybody already answered the questions, and our poll is, yes, are you ready for a new career? So that's fantastic. I'm very excited, and I'm sure you are too. So let's get rolling. So meet the team. So we have a wonderful team here at the campus. We have a few aesthetics instructors. I'm going to introduce you to them a little bit. We have Jessica Bonner, Lynette Shea, and Ashley McNeil. Now, the exciting thing for me about these three young ladies is they're actually former students of mine. So together, combined, I was laughing with Jessica earlier and we were talking about the years experience that everybody has. And these three young ladies, their years of experience combined is probably about 40 years. They come with a wide variety of knowledge with these programs. Jessica herself has done a lot of upgradings, as well as Lynette and Ashley. And they do things like microblading and different things like that to advance their career and teach all of you a little bit more above and beyond what is in the curriculum so they can share a little bit more with you. We have Samantha Taberge, and she prefers Sam as her instructing name, Bernadette Taylor. Both these ladies, again, have over 15 years experience in the hairdressing field. Sam is a color specialist, as well as Bernadette, and the color we use here at the salon is Redken. There's myself, Tracy Sampson. As I told you earlier, I am the Salon Campus Director, and I also hold a master license in hair and aesthetics. And Paula Campbell, is our admissions advisor, and Paula as well is a master hairstylist. So again, if you would like to combine all of our years experience, not to give our ages away, Paula and myself, but there's probably over 100 years experience with all of these ladies that you have as instructors and part of our team. Join the CBBC family. We've been doing something right since 1958. So this is a great thing to talk about here because at CBBC, The college has been around since 1958. It started with the MacArthur family, and it was known in the Sydney area as the Business College. We are the oldest and most recognized private career college in, well, Cape Breton for sure, and probably some parts of Nova Scotia. We've helped over 15,000 alumni secure successful careers and employment in the island and across Canada since 1958. CBC has recently added campuses. We have campuses now in the Dartmouth and Halifax area. And we're bringing all of our practical experience and student-centric approach to more students than ever. So we keep saying we keep adding to our curriculums, and we keep adding to what the business college has to offer. So it's not really just a business college anymore, because we've expanded so much and have so much more to offer than just business courses now. Why would you choose CBBC? We have small class sizes. For our aesthetics and cosmetology courses, I'll just give you a little bit of a breakdown here. At maximum, with the aesthetic students, we have the capacity to take about 40 students at once, but with 2 programs running a year, you're most likely to have a smaller class size than 40. At most, probably 25 to 26 in a class, and the February class sometimes is usually a little smaller than that, which gives us a little bit more opportunity for one-on-one instruction. So you get to spend a little bit more time with your instructors, and having that small class size makes things a little more, I guess, intimate with your other fellow students. You get to know each other really well and your instructors really well. On the hair side, for all of our hairstylists, we have the capacity to hold 30 students. And again, because we have 2 programs running a year, there's not usually 30 students per class. Our September class will usually have anywhere between 18 to 20 students, and then probably our February intake class about 10 or a little more. You are coached throughout the year in a working salon, which if you go online, you could probably see some pictures, and you've seen some of those pictures at the beginning, as well as we have a new location that we're very excited about here in Sydney. We have over 10,000 square feet all on one floor, and we're all very happy about that. No going up and down stairs if you were at our old location, which we had 3 flights of stairs. You get great support throughout the program also after you graduate. So if you're looking for jobs or some advice from any of the instructors, you can reach us by email, or some of the students call and we'll say, oh, you know, I'm deciding to move. Do you have any ideas of what I can do in the Halifax area or even out of province? The instructors are great to help you out at any time. And that, as well as your lifelong career coaches. I've had students call after years of being in the program, and they're out to working now, and they're asking, oh, they'll send a picture and they'll say, Tracy, what do I do with this? Or Paula, what do I do with this? And we're always there to help them out and give them a little bit of a instruction to get them through a little tough time that they're having. Why choose aesthetics of the cosmetology program? The unique thing, like we'd like to say about these 2 programs, is we're doing things a little different now. So in the mornings when you come into class every day, we like to go into our theory classroom, and we'll teach you a little bit about what you'll be doing on the practical floor that afternoon. So you'll be taking what you've learned in the theory in the morning, and then taking those skills and those trades and doing it in the afternoon on the practical floor. Now on the aesthetic side, when you're doing that practical portion, a lot of the times we're working on each other. So a lot of our manicures and our pedicures that we do, we're doing those on each other as students so we can get our practice in. And on the hair side, we have mannequin heads for the students. So they'll be working a lot on those mannequin heads and learning those skills prior to, we call it, going live on clients. And that usually happens a few months into the program. We also have 100 hours of on-the-job training. Now with this, for the most part of those 100 hours, at least 80 of them, we ask you to go out into a salon in the area. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the Sydney area. If you're from Inverness and you're coming down here to take the program and you would like to go home and do that remainder 80 hours or 100 hours, you can go and you can do that in your area as well. So that 100 hours gives you a little bit more experience to see what is going to be going on in the salons and things that you're interested in working in. And the nice thing about that as well is if there's a salon in the area that you're interested in working in, it gives you a great opportunity to go and maybe introduce yourself and ask to do your on-the-job training with them. And it gives you an in, we like to say, because if that employer is now looking to hire, they're going to go after you because they've already seen your work and your work ethic when you were doing that 100 hours of on-the-job training with them. Job market. We'll start with the aesthetics portion first. There's tons, and I can't say enough about it, tons and tons of opportunities for you in this field of different things that you can do. And we've named a few here for you. Beauty care specialist. So with a beauty care specialist, you're going to have an array of different things that you can do. So you're going to touch on everything in the program and be a specialist with everything that we do. So manicures, pedicures, waxing, makeup. You're going to touch a little bit of everything. So that's why you can call yourself a beauty care specialist. A hair removal specialist. So if you would like to just specialize in different waxing techniques, you could do waxing, maybe offer sugaring and do some threading, which is not, that's a market that's not touched very much in this area, but it's something that you could look into, and you could add that to your hair removal specialist. A nail enhancement technician. Now this is one that is pretty, I like to say, crazy busy right now because there's nail enhancement technicians all over the province and they're quite busy. So you have a great opportunity if you want to specialize in nails. So if you like to do nail art and you like nail enhancement, so adding length and helping people out that way, this is a great career for you to do. And a skincare consultant, that's my favorite. I love facials and I love helping people out with their skin, probably because at a younger age, I had a lot of skin problems. So that is where I excelled in my program when I took that. So I love sharing that with everybody when they come in and take the course and love to help people out that way. So those are a few that you could do. Another one I'd like to mention to you is if you like to travel and you're not tied down to home, looking into going out to Banff and working at maybe one of the resorts out there is a great opportunity as well. Going on the cruise ships, that's another thing that you can do. So you could travel all around the world really and do what you love and also visit different parts of the country. In our cosmetology program, again, we're going to name a few here for you. You can become a beauty salon operator. So when you get out, if you would like to open a salon and employ some other stylists with you, that's a great opportunity for you to do. You could be a hair color technician. Now, hair color technician, there's a few different areas where you could go to with this. You could become a hair color technician and be working in your salon and specialize in colors. So if you want to, if people are having trouble with their hair color and using box dye, we call it in the professional world, and you're trying to fix those things, you can do those things as a hair color specialist. You could also do stage work as a color specialist. So if you're not shy and you like to get on stage and show your work off a little bit, you can get on stage and share your knowledge with other people. And that's an exciting field. Again, you can travel all across the world doing something like that as well. Hair care specialist. When we talk about this, I'd like to talk about treatments and helping people out that maybe are having, maybe their hair is really dry or they've over processed their hair. So they put too much bleach or something like that on it. And you're trying to help them get their hair back to where it should be. So you can specialize in something like that and get your name out there that way. Hairdresser stylist. So again, as soon as you graduate, this is what you're going to be doing right away. So you're going to be doing a little bit of everything when you start. A hairstyling specialist, if you would like to just do things like updos or haircuts and just concentrate on that part of the field without doing color, that's another avenue for you to take as well. A wig stylist. This is something that, again, within the Cape Breton area, I don't hear a lot about. And it's a market that's not touched very much, but one that is very needed, I think. So you could take extra courses when you're done. We'll give you the basics here, but if it's something that you would like to help out and maybe work at the hospital with cancer patients, that may be something that is a good fit for you. Here at the college at CBBC, we're very proud to say that we have a 90% pass rate with our CANS Provincial Exam. So this is the exam that you will write for the province at the end of your program. And we have a 90% employment rate. Now, I will tell you, we get calls all the time from different stylists, from different salon owners, all across the province of Nova Scotia and outside of Nova Scotia as well. They're always looking for estheticians and hairstylists. So they'll contact our campus to see if we have anybody that would fit with their team. And we always let everybody know that is about ready to graduate where these job opportunities are to see if you're interested. We hear a lot from, just to give you an example, Fox Harbor, which is down, I don't think they're on the South Shore, they're towards Parsborough, if anybody knows where that is, so on the way to New Brunswick. They have a beautiful spa there, so they're calling all the time to see if we have anybody estheticians for them because they don't do hair. And then we'll hear from the Invery, the Celtic Lodge, Digby Pines, so those kinds of places, and also just our regular salons here in town that we hear a lot from that are looking for people all the time. The admissions requirements for both of these programs, for cosmetology or aesthetics, are the same. So you need to have either your grade 12 or your GED. And Paula can talk to you about these a little bit more in depth too when you apply for the programs. We have something called alternate admissions. So if you've been out of school, and I'm not sure if I'm totally right on this, I think it's about 2 years, you can apply for alternate admissions. So you can do what we call a Wonderlic Scholastic Level Exam, and you need to reach a score of 14, and you can get into the program that way. And then you also have an admissions interview, and Paula will talk to you about different things about why you're choosing the program that you're choosing and what things that you're interested in the program, why you decided to come to CBBC, those kinds of things. So program overview for aesthetics. I'm excited to say that in 2022, we're going to be offering a February intake. Now, I've been with CBBC for over, I would say 12 years now, I think. And this is the first year here at the Sydney campus that we're going to be offering a February intake. So the program is long, as well as our September intake. They're 36.5 weeks of practical and theory training, which is 1,500 hours of training that you will receive here at the college. During your program, you get 2.5 weeks of on-the-job training, which I spoke to you earlier about. So usually we'll do about 20 hours here with you in the school on-the-job training, and then we allow you to go out into the real world again and do 80 in a salon. We use a program with our hair and aesthetics called Moodle, and this is a learning management system. So with this system, you will receive all of your PowerPoints for the classes that you will be taking. So each module that you have comes with a whole slide of PowerPoints that the instructors have put together. You also will be able to go in and watch or see, I should say, your test scores throughout the year. You'll be able to go back and review tests for exam purposes to help you study. You'll be able to keep track of your attendance also, which is very important in these programs because it is a 1,500 hour based program. So those hours are very important. So you can go in on a regular basis and keep track. And if you notice a mistake or if you think you're getting up there in time, you can talk to your instructors about how you're able to make up those hours that you've missed. So it's a nice thing to have with the program. So you can, it's at your fingertips really to check anything out throughout the program. And then I'll review a little bit of the program outline with you for aesthetics. So we're going to do nail technology, and with the nail technology portion of the program, you're going to learn nail enhancements, which is our gel nail systems. You'll learn your basic manicures that you'll be doing. which involves just your regular polish, your French polish applications, and then you'll also do permanent polish. And with our permanent polish here, we use shellac. So that is our nail technology portion of the program. You'll also be learning waxing techniques. So you'll learn hard and soft wax techniques. And again, we work on each other when we do those services. And pretty much every part of the body. So you'll be learning bikini waxes, legs, back, arms, eyebrows, of course, facial hair waxing as well. Okay, we do makeup. For the most part, most of the makeup that we do here at the college is a daytime and an evening look. We do a little, fun things with you with maybe, let's say it's Halloween and we're doing some Halloween makeup, or we're teaching you maybe how to create a bruise or do something like that. So we'll do a little bit of fun stuff with you there as well. We do facials, and with your facial portion of the program, you're going to learn all about the different disorders and diseases that you may see when you're giving facials to your clients. And you'll learn a basic facial, you'll learn acne treatments, which is wonderful, and you'll learn anti-aging treatments and a little bit on chemical peels. We don't go really in depth with that because there's a lot more training that is involved, but we'll give you a little bit of an overview with that as well. Sorry. Yeah, so that's our aesthetics program. Oh, I forgot to mention, I should tell you this as well. We do a little bit of body treatments and body massage. Love having body scrubs done. Makes your body feel really silky when it's finished. Our program overview for the cosmetology program. It says starting in September, but again, we also have one starting in February as well as the aesthetics. Same, it is a 36.5 week theory and practical program. You have 2.5 weeks of on-the-job training as well. Same with the aesthetics. You'll have your 20 hours in-house here at the salon, and then you'll go out and you'll do your 80 in the salon of your choice, or we will help you find a place that fits. Moodle, same thing, the learning management system that I just explained with the aesthetics, and a little bit of an overview with our hair program. There's so much. You'll be learning coloring, of course. So you'll learn basic color techniques. So a overall color. You'll learn how to do root touch-ups. You'll learn the latest techniques that are out there. So you'll learn how to do foils. You will learn, again, older technique, but still used today, how to do streaking through a cap. So that's in that the program as well. You'll learn basic cutting techniques and advanced cutting techniques. So you'll learn tapered haircuts, which are more, we don't use the term as much anymore, but your men's styles, as how they used to call it. You'll also learn how to do a perm. Again, a little bit of old school there, but it's still, and they're coming back. They're telling me perms are coming back, everybody. So we do that as well. And then you're also going to be learning finger waves, and you'll learn how to do rollers, because there's still that generation of women that are out there that like those roller sets. So you have to still learn how to do those. And it gives you a lot of your dexterity in your hands when you're doing a lot of these things. Yeah, they're older techniques, but you need those basics in order to succeed in this career. What to expect. So during the first 6 weeks of the program, there is quite a bit of theory involved. We do a little bit of practical, but there's I like to say your WMIS, so, and your OH&S, first aid, CPR, those kinds of things that are very important to have at the beginning of your program. And then your basics of cleaning your tools and what things you're going to see throughout the year was within the first 6 weeks of your program. Work while you learn. So here at the campus, we do a little bit of online, which would be your Moodle. And then during storm days and things like that, if we can't get into the campus, sometimes we'll be able to go on Zoom and help you learn that way so that we're not missing too much of the program. And then your work placement, as I told you earlier, is when you will be going out into those salons and stuff for those 80 hours of the program. After you finish your program here at the college, you're going to have to write a provincial exam. That provincial exam is given to you by the Cosmetology Association of Nova Scotia, and in short, that's called CANS. You'll be writing a theory exam for them. That theory exam for CANS is going to include 3 different pieces. So the first part of that exam is going to be all about the bylaws that they have in the province of Nova Scotia. And you'll learn that while you're in school, of course. And then when you go out to write this exam, this is part of it. So that bylaw exam is going to teach you different things like what you're allowed to do and what's expected in the province and the regulations that they have. So do I need to be licensed to be a hairstylist? That answer is yes. In the province of Nova Scotia, you have to go to school, get your training, and write a provincial exam in order to hold a license and to have a job doing those skills in this province. And it's the same for aesthetics. And then also, even if you just want to do makeup, if you want to be a makeup artist, you have to take a course and be licensed in the province of Nova Scotia in order to do that, because we are governed by CANS, and that is in those bylaws. So you'll learn all about that, what you can and what you can't do. There's also a practical exam, and now that practical exam that you do for CANS is a little bit of, I don't want to say everything that you do in school, because that would take you forever to write an exam, and who wants to write an exam for 10 hours in a day? So you'll do a little bit of practical. Those practical skills on the hair side is going to include, you're going to do a tapered cut. You'll do a, they call it a provincial cut, which is, again, just a different style of haircut. You'll do a shampoo for them. You'll do a perm wrap and a color application for them. And you'll also do a provincial set and a blowout, so your hair dry. And all of those pieces of your practical exam are all marked separately. So you have to receive a 70% in all of those things to be successful in order to get that license to work in the province. And the same goes for the aesthetics. You'll do those written theory exams, which is your bylaws and your sanitation exam, and then all the other things that you would have learned throughout the year. And then you'll also do a practical exam. Again, that practical exams is going to include not everything that you do here at the school, but it's going to include a gel nail, and you're only going to do that on one hand. And you're also going to do a pedicure for them. You'll do waxing for them as well. Again, not all body parts are done. You just have to do an eyebrow wax for them and an underarm wax. You'll do a makeup application for them, which is a daytime look, and you will also do a facial, and that comprises all of the aesthetics exam. Again, each of those phases must have a 70% pass rate in order to be successful to get that provincial exam or that license at the end of the year to allow you to practice in the province. Frequently asked questions. So what is the difference between cosmetology and aesthetics? Simply put, cosmetology is going to involve everything that you want to do on the hair side of cosmetology. So cutting, coloring, you are going to become a licensed cosmetologist in hair. And if you're interested in aesthetics, difference is you're doing more skincare. So you're doing all of your manicures, your pedicures, you're doing your facials, waxing, that is all involved in the aesthetic side. What does aesthetics include? Again, I explained that a little bit earlier in the slide. So your manicures, your pedicures, facials, waxing. Now, there's a lot more to it as well. So once you come here and you get your basics and you want to go out there and work, maybe you really like doing facials and you want to advance your techniques more on that, there are more courses or mini, I guess, classes that you could take to advance those skills that you're going to do. So it is there's a very wide range of services that you can do, and you can specialize and keep growing and keep learning. If ever in this business, I tell my students all the time, and Jessica, everybody can attest to this, if you're at a point in your career where you think you don't need to learn anymore, you're kind of going to stay stagnant. So it's best to keep learning every year because there's always new techniques and new things coming out for you to talk about and learn and share with your clients. Is the program accredited? This is a really good question. I was speaking with Bonnie earlier today about it exactly and how to explain it best to everybody. So when we talk about an accredited program means that it is a professional license. So if we're talking about dental assisting, if we're talking about pharmacy technicians, those are all accredited programs. And an accredited program means that you are, I guess, countrywide is the best way to put it. So you can take this program and you can go work anywhere within Canada once you have these programs. Now, with aesthetics and cosmetology, we are not an accredited program, but we are a regulated program. And the regulated program means that we are regulated by our province and we have to meet certain criteria at the end of our program in order to work in the province. So that's what we are. So we're not an accredited program, we are a regulated program. Can I work in other provinces? Yes, you most certainly can, but each province has different rules and regulations. So I will tell you just off the top of my head, if you're in Nova Scotia and you say, hey, Tracy, you know, I'm interested in going to New Brunswick after I graduate, am I okay to work in New Brunswick? Yes, because we have what we call reciprocity with New Brunswick. So you can go from Nova Scotia to New Brunswick and work without a problem, which means you don't have to write another provincial exam because you're already licensed within this province. You can go ahead and go to New Brunswick and work. Now, with different provinces across Canada, you would have to check with each of those provinces. And if you're interested in moving to one of those provinces when you graduate, just speak to one of the instructors. And if we can't answer that right away, we will call our Cosmetology Association, or we'll call, let's say you're going to BC, we'll call the association in BC and see what you have to do in order for you to work in that province. Okay. Do we learn about business? Yes, we do. We actually, with each of the programs with your cosmetology and aesthetics, we will teach you a little bit about how to open your own business. Now, we don't get really in depth with these things, but we will let you know things like, you know, what you need to look for. You know, do I need insurance? What kind of insurance do I need? How much money can I make? How much overhead is there going to be? So again, we don't have business degrees, but a lot of us have run our own businesses, and we can help you out in that way to the best that we can. So we can answer a lot of those questions for you or steer you in the right direction to help you out. We do a business plan with you again, in each of the programs, both cosmetology and aesthetics, and you'll do things like a profit and loss statement for the year to make you realize if you're paying rent, how much money you have to bring in order for you to also have a profit in your business so that you're not just working and, you know, just paying the bills. Okay. We will do a floor plan. So how much space do I need? Do I need a large, like, do I need like 10,000 square feet to run my business? No, not unless you're having a school. So something like that. You just need those little spaces. So we'll help you out with that as well. How long is the course? We spoke about that earlier. So it's a 1,500-hour program, which is regulated, because we are regulated, remember, by the province. So you have to get 1,500 hours in this program in order to graduate. Without that 1,500 hours, you can't sign off, you can't write your provincial. So you must get those 1,500 hours throughout the year. What breaks do we have during the year? So depending on if you're a September student, so if you're coming in September 2023, or if you're a February student, the breaks are a little different, but you have about 3 weeks break with either of the programs. So if you're going to be in our September 2023, Your breaks are at Christmas time. So the students get about 2 weeks off at Christmas time. And then we also do March break. And our March break, we keep the same as the schools out there. So any of you that are thinking of taking the program in September and you have small children, we try to keep our breaks the same as they would be for your children. So it makes it easier for you for babysitting, for example. Now, our February class, we do things a little different because you're starting in February. We're not going to give you a March break because you just started. So what we like to do with that program is give you a little bit of break in the summertime when it's nice and hot out. So we'll try to do your 2 to 3 weeks throughout the summer. Okay. And then you'll also get your statutory holidays, of course. So again, depending if you're September or February classes, you'll get, Easter, Thanksgiving, Remembrance Day, all those holidays as well. How many are in a class? I spoke to you about that a little bit earlier. So again, it's going to depend if you're in the September intake or the February. Now our September intake, again, this is going to be our first year of running it in February. So the September intake was usually a large class, not that big, but again, you got 18, 20 in the hair class and maybe 26 in the aesthetics class. And then in your February intake, we're thinking we're probably going to have about like maybe 12 to 15 max in the hair class. And then our aesthetics class, maybe about the same. So I don't think the February class will be quite large. September will be larger, of course. How many times a year do you offer the program? Again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but we're offering the programs in September of 2023 and February. I shouldn't be saying 23. I'm going way ahead of myself. September 2022 and February 2022. What happens if there is a shutdown again? Hopefully that's not going to happen, and it gives me heart palpitations just to think about it. But again, you're in good hands and we will do our best. That again is regulated a lot of the times by the province. So we have to do what they tell us. And if there is a shutdown, like what happened this past year with the students, we were able to do some of the learning online. And then when it opened up again, we gradually came back and we kept the students safe. We put up barriers and different things like that, like a lot of the other salons did, wearing our masks, of course, which we're still doing here in the salon. So we'll do our best. And again, it's regulated by the province. So whatever they're telling us to do, we will do, and we'll keep everybody safe as we do so. How does the program work? Is it all theory at first? There's a little bit more theory at first, like we talked about a little bit earlier. Again, not too much, but a little bit. And then towards the end of the program, not as much theory. We're doing a lot more practical through the end of the program, which is wonderful. Do I get to practice a lot? Most definitely, 100% you do. Like I said, you'll be working on each other quite a bit, and that's in both sides of the program. Like I know I said earlier that the hairstyling program, you folks will be working on your mannequin heads, but you're also going to be working on each other. So the girls are always coloring their hair and trying something new. So with the aesthetics, every day pretty much on a regular basis, you'll be practicing on each other or on clients when we start clients, and on the hair side as well. A lot of work on your mannequin heads and then on each other as well and clients. And we have a really good location here. Very proud to say that we're in Sydney River. So we're kind of like we're getting a little bit of everywhere because it's a little closer to North Sydney now, and it's so easy to access here because we're right off the highway. So you're going to get a lot of clients. So you get a lot of experience and see a lot of different things, which is wonderful. Now, Bonnie, do we have another little poll here?
We absolutely do. I'm going to launch it right
Wonderful.
now. There it is.
Perfect. When would you like to start school? So, like I said earlier, we have a February and we have a September intake. So I'll just give a few minutes to let you folks have a look at this and answer for me. answering fairly quickly, very studious. Love it. Great, so that's wonderful. We've had everybody answer already. So we have a couple of more of you that are interested in September and a few of you that are interested in February. So that's great. I'm hoping to see you all either in February or September. Now I'm just going to reach out to Paula for a moment just to see if we had any questions within our chat or our question and answer. Do we have anything there, Paula or Jess? Yes, we do. Okay.
I can read it.
Oh,
Tracy.
wonderful, Bonnie. Thank you.
So the question is, what is the schedule throughout the week? Is it a Monday to Friday schedule that you have?
Okay, that's a great question. Thanks for that. So we're doing things a little different now. So what we do is in the first semester that you're going to have, again, both programs are the exact same, so we make it a little easier for you. We run a Monday to Friday program. Now, remember, this is first semester. Your classes will start at 8:30 a.m. and go till 4:30, with the exception of one evening per week. So that one evening, we usually try to keep. If you're in our February class, your evening is going to be on Wednesdays. So you'll be coming to class from 8:30 till 8 on Wednesday, and then 8:30 to 4:30 for the rest of the week. And if you're interested in our September intake, those classes are the same with the exception of your evening class. So your evening class is going to be on Thursdays. So you folks will be going from 8:30 till 8 o'clock on Thursday evening for a September class. Now, for the second semester, this is where we've changed things up a little bit. You'll be going to class second semester from Tuesday to Saturday. So again, your night will be the same. So if you were in the February intake, your evening will be still Wednesdays. So you'll be doing 8:30 to 8 on Wednesday. And then on Saturday, you'll be coming to class from 9 till 2. So we didn't make it as long as the rest of the week because again, it is Saturday, but that Saturday we decided to put in there to show everybody and get a feel of what exactly it's going to be like working in the salon. So we run that Saturday here in-house, just like you would be seeing in a salon. Okay. And then for our September intake, same thing, your second semester, and you'll be doing still your Thursday evenings from 8:30 to 8. And then with your Saturday from 9 till 2.
There are a couple more questions, Tracy.
Wonderful.
I have one here that says, do I need to buy my own kit? I'm guessing we mean like scissors, etc. And how do I get it?
Oh, okay. Absolutely not. You do not have to buy anything within this program. The kits are so extensive, everybody, that you will not need a single thing while you're in the program. So for our hair program, you're getting everything that you need in that kit, from combs, brushes, scissors, to perm rods, rollers, mannequin heads. You get flat irons, you get hair dryer, you get, I do believe, a wand in the kit this year. And sometimes the items change a little bit, but you definitely absolutely do not need anything for your kit. And on the aesthetic side, you get, again, everything that you're going to need, from hand lotions to cuticle remover to oils to all of your implements that you're going to need, mask brushes, makeup brushes. You get a little bit of makeup. So the kits are quite large. The girls always add little things to it, so their own little touches to their kits, but you definitely don't need to go out and purchase anything for the program at all. Everything is right here for you.
And then there's another one that asks, do we work on real clients?
Yes, you do. Real people. It's the best people to have in the shop. So we're not on our mannequin heads and we're not on each other all the time. So usually the way we try to do it for everybody, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is a lot of the time we're going to be working on each other. We're going to be doing our theory in the classroom, and we're going to be practicing our skills on each other and that way. And on our Thursdays and Fridays, our Thursday morning, we'll usually do a little bit of theory. And then the rest of the day on Thursday is all dedicated to either you bringing in a model or us bringing in clients for you to work on. And the same will follow through on Fridays. They're dedicated to bringing clients in and bringing models in so you get more practice.
And then it looks like the final one that showed up here is, if I am starting in February, when should I register?
I think you should register right after this call.
I think that's a great idea. I will put that as a response.
I think
Thank
you
you,
should register
Tracy.
right away. Yeah, you can register anytime. Paula is on the campus. I like to tell Paula works 24/7 a lot of the time. So she's always there. She'll always answer you for admissions. But yeah, as soon as you know that this is something that you want to do, I would get on that right away and get registered. Paula will help you out with that. So if we don't have any more questions, Bonnie, I'd just like to thank everybody for spending the time and taking this time to come and learn more about CBBC and what we have to offer. And the exciting thing is, to end this tonight, I just want to let you all know that everybody that participated and stayed throughout the presentation, we're going to put your names into a draw. And within the next 24 hours, there's going to be one lucky recipient who is going to receive a $500 tuition bursary that you can put through towards whichever program you're taking, either the cosmetology program or the aesthetics program. And we will notify you by email within the next 24 hours if you were that lucky person. So again, thank you. My name is Tracy, and I will be here. If you have any questions at any time, you can call the school, and Paula will be happy to answer any admissions questions for you as well. So thank you again very much, and I hope everybody has a great evening. Bye. Hope to see you in September or in February.